Today, on a very dramatic episode of the Grandma's Virginity podcast, tensions rise.
But then I start talking.
Listen, there's gonna be days where I'm fucking tired and I want to slit my throat, and that's one of these days today.
Emotions flare.
So, Justin, are you getting bored of the segment? I mean, I'm going to be sitting here editing it. I'd like to have an actual segment that I can fucking edit properly and get an out with.
And the truth comes out.
You don't think I look like Jimmy Fallon?
No.
What do you think? You don't. Who do I look like?
Is that a compliment or an insult?
Plus, pigs are people, listener email, and a very special visit from drunk history creator Derek Waters. So break out your skin flaps, 'cause things are about to get real.
All right, welcome to episode number 7 of the Grandma's Virginity podcast. We got a good show. With me today is Ryan Ridley, as usual.
Yes, hello.
And Jackie Buscarino.
Hi.
And also a new friend joining the show. All right.
What's his name? Her name?
It's a her. It's a
okay.
girl.
What's her
Yeah.
name?
So they'll be
Who is that?
hanging out for the show. So, anyways, yeah. So Ryan,
Who, you're not going to say who that is.
I don't.
You introduced.
She's anonymous.
You introduced that fart sound as a friend.
Yeah, it's fart sound number 7.
Like a robot. Like no. What is your name? I am fart. No, sound number 7.
Hold on, there's another one that's. Hold
This is
on.
juicy.
Wait, this one.
Those are all the different fart sounds.
That's the.
Are
Okay,
these real?
And none
This
of them
is
have
like real
names.
Foley?
I probably.
You give none of them the dignity of a name. They're all just.
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm sure we'll be hearing.
Yeah,
a lot from fart sounds. By the way, Justin, I feel like you need some sort of
pat on the back.
limited. I don't think you should be able to just be freewheeling with these sound effects.
No,
I think you
I'll
should
be careful with
maybe
them.
have 10 per episode.
Yeah,
Because you abuse them and they ruin the show, and I think that they could be a lot more surgically. They could be used a lot more precisely.
Well, you know what? One thing I will say is I think we shouldn't draw attention to them. When you hear a sound, just
Because
ignore it.
Yeah.
No, because then I'm discouraged to do them as often.
You're saying that
Your
Jackie and I should not.
Your negative attention reinforces my desire to. I seek
We
attention.
have stayed quiet before, and then you hit the fart button
No,
for
I
5
see.
minutes
So Jackie,
in a row.
let's just ignore the sound effects.
So we'll just get quiet.
And Justin,
No.
yeah.
Don't react in any way.
Just keep talking.
Barrel right through.
And you're
them
saying
like
there's a chance that will actually make you do them less.
I would think so.
Okay, well
I
we'll
doubt
put
it.
that theory into play.
I also think the audience would appreciate that.
More or less sound effects.
Yeah.
Or more or less silence.
Just
us.
that we ignore them.
Okay.
Just like they
Just
intend
like
to do,
they
probably.
when they stop listening to the podcast.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Episode 7.
Justin, what did you want to say?
Is
it my turn?
I'm just tired and I
great.
took Alka-Seltzer Cold today because I have
Every
cold symptoms.
episode starts with an excuse from Justin. about-
Jackie had food poisoning.
Yeah. Oh, Jackie had
yesterday.
food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you really? First of all, I want to know. You
I
really?
did.
Okay.
Those sound effects are from me.
Those were
Oh
recorded.
boy.
Real audio. How did you feel when Justin called you and said, "We're not doing the record tonight because you, Jackie, cannot be available"?
I actually said, "Wow."
Yeah, you
wow.
didn't think that
I
was.
thought the show would go on. You don't need me.
It's not the
That's
show
how I-
without you, though.
I know. I think it's just how I feel right now in my life.
Well, we're gonna make you feel better,
I hope so.
and I think that's the first start. I think there's the fact that you being an integral part of the show was illustrated that we actually moved our whole record session to another
I thought
day.
it was maybe because Justin was tired or had like a date or something.
It was.
Is that
It was
true?
actually my.
What?
Is that true? Is that really why you didn't do the show
Yes,
without me?
and we
Yeah, of
discussed it,
course.
Justin, yesterday,
Holy
right?
cow.
Yeah. We even bumped our very important guest.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
yeah. We said
no.
we'd rather have Jackie and no very important guest than the very important guest and no Jackie.
Aw.
Yeah. So how does it make you feel?
That makes me feel
Because
good.
the show is not just Justin. The show is not just Justin and me. The show is the
Look
three
at
of
I was
us.
trying to smile at Justin right now, but he's reading something
he's-
while
I'm
we're
not
having
reading.
this heart to heart.
I'm not reading. I'm
Okay,
just,
so
And feeling your pulse?
I'm just thinking.
He's feeling his pulse.
I'm just feeling my neck.
That's good audio, Justin. Your thoughts, internal thoughts, perfect for the podcast.
Well, thanks for waiting for me.
So, my insecurity this week started with
Turds?
We got an email from a listener that is a. Can we talk about him, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
We got an email from Robert Kirkman, who's a comic book writer, a well-known. Jackie, do you know who Robert Kirkman is?
I just looked at something today of his.
Yeah,
He's
you
the
probably looked at
creator
some comics of his.
of the-
Wait, tell him.
He's
the
a
creator
writer.
of- what is he, Justin?
He's a comic book writer. He created The Walking Dead. He created Invincible.
Yeah, I just was looking at that stuff.
Okay,
kinda
well,
stuff
real
today.
quick,
How
I just
weird.
want to clarify that he had nothing to do with my peeping Tomism at Comic-Con. Anyways, continue, Ryan.
We'll clear that up. So we got an email from him at the beginning of the week, and I didn't even know he was listening to the show. He created The Walking Dead. It's his big thing. It's going to be a show on AMC that Frank
Fingers
Darabont
crossed. Fingers
Wow.
crossed.
directed.
Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
so he's a big deal in the world of comic books and soon to be beyond in TV. And we got an email from him from the beginning of the week, and I know Justin has a relationship with him, and I know we mentioned him actually in a couple episodes ago. But Justin, you had no idea he was even listening to the show.
No,
right? So, anyways, he says he goes, "Did you just make this is from Robert Kirkman? We should be reading this email segment, but it has to do with this segment, so we'll read it here. Did you just make me an accomplice to your creepy illegal Comic-Con peep fest? That's bullshit, dude. I've got a family. I can't be facilitating that kind of shit.
He was joking around.
And tell that bitch from Flapjack that she'd be lucky to date one of those Comic-Con costume dudes. They'd totally treat her right. And tell that other dude on there to do something memorable. I can't think of one thing he said that was interesting. Thanks for the shout out, Dick.
He's
Now,
just breaking
I
our
know
balls.
he's just breaking our balls. But you got to understand, I don't know Robert Kirkman. I know who he is, and he's well respected.
So you read it
He's
and
the
thought
nicest.
it was something horrible.
He's the nicest guy
I read
ever.
it because they say all jokes have a kernel of truth.
Right,
No,
right,
okay.
right.
He's just fucking around. He's super nice.
But he's zeroing in on an insecurity of mine, and that is that Justin's the star of the show. It's arguable to say
No,
because
come
Justin's
on.
a crazy. Okay, let's just say it's your show. It's your podcast. You asked us to be the.
Not really.
That's not true that you didn't ask us to be.
Okay, fine.
So it's Justin's podcast. He's the star of the show. Now, what I want to say is that while I think that Justin's the star of the show, I think that we have our roles, Jackie.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, obviously.
No one wants to hear me sit by myself.
Yeah,
and
no.
Fucking.
But
be
it's
a
Justin's
dickwad.
insanity and his craziness and his whatever, his voices, his characters, his absurdity, his disgusting.
Yeah, but I don't want to think of the show like that because that totally makes me want to go to sleep.
Okay. Anyway, so what are you talking about?
Just like oh, I did this show so I could do goofy characters
Yeah, no.
and
I know
there's
that you
a
didn't
showcase
do
to
that.
all the
I
voices
know-
in my head.
Yeah, you're
and
like a regular
I'm a
Carlos
Jack Benny.
Mencia. Yeah.
No, it's not at all. If I think about the show like that, I'll want to. That's gonna make me want to quit.
Okay, so but that is a big facet of the show, clearly. So,
Sure.
So I go, well, I'm thinking, well, what is my role on the show? Do I add anything interesting
You're
in the
the
show?
glue that keeps it together. You keep
Well,
the show moving.
But this Robert
bring
Kirkman,
topics.
this Robert Kirkman listens to the show, and maybe he's joking, but he's commenting on something, and maybe in his mind he's listening, going, well, really, what this guy? It's Justin that everybody listens to the show for. This guy's just this another voice. He's redundant. He doesn't have the kooky characters. He doesn't have the voices. He doesn't have the he's not funny like Justin. That's how I'm interpreting the email.
Well, you're funny.
If we were like Justin, then the show you wouldn't
it'd
be
be
able
a
to listen
fucking
to
nightmare.
Okay,
It would
well-
be a
it. Just
total
be people
nightmare.
screaming all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing, okay? Number two, me and Justin are IMing. I'm expressing all of my passionate feelings. Oh, Justin, this is so much fun. I just love the podcast. It's it's so rewarding. I told him it's the most inspiring thing I've done creatively to me personally since the 2005 period of Channel 101, the golden age before the downhill slope.
Yeah.
And we were all at our peak creatively in 2005. Justin created House of Cosby's. I created a couple shows that were less successful but beloved. And I'm telling Justin all this, and he just goes, "Oh, well, I guess I just don't feel the same way you do. I don't know what's wrong with me." Completely takes the wind out of my sails.
Well, I think it's good to have one person who really truly cares about the show. I mean, I'm not saying I don't care.
that
but
person
it's
should
good
usually
that,
be the host, though, not the co-host. Number two.
Well, I would argue that even though I intro the show and say welcome to the show. I mean, you're to me, you guys are. I'm a co-host. I feel like. Do you know what I mean?
I
like,
never thought it was like.
I look
the
at us all as
Justin show.
equals. Yeah,
I don't know.
If
Right.
it was the Justin show, then it would be called the Justin show.
So that's number two. Number three.
And I hate myself.
Number three, I found out this week I got a job offer this week, and this is
Oh,
all coming.
good.
We all, assuming it makes the edit. I talked about earlier in the show how I broke, living in a garage, have nothing, can't even afford to buy socks. My gums are bleeding because I can't afford to go to the dentist, and have no love in my life. And I'm offered a job this week, right?
Yeah.
Now, the job is not
You're not going to kill yourself, are you?
No, I'm beyond that. That was 6 months ago.
Okay.
But the job offer is...
that would fuck me up.
Of course, I know. It'd be,
That's
it's all
what-
about you.
That's what it would take.
Yeah, it's all about you, Justin. Thanks. Anyway, so I get this job offer. So I'm sort of feeling Justin out now. I go, Justin, there's a chance. I got this job offer. He knows I need it, but it's out of town for the whole summer. I'd be leaving LA for 3 months. Mm-hmm. So I expect I'm hoping Justin to go. No, don't go.
Yeah,
Stay.
Right.
The
He
podcast
wouldn't
is
stop
so.
you from taking a job.
That's exactly what I fucking said.
yeah.
Like,
But
who am I? How?
Why would he say that?
Yeah, what
You're
a
not
horrible-
getting paid to do this.
Yeah, I know that you're always talking about how I need work. I'm unemployed. I took a job telemarketing, and then it's like, who am I to say no? You finally got to.
Well, maybe you could. I just wanted some expression of like. I felt like a girlfriend. Like I wanted some expression of you care about this. You're like, oh, don't, but this podcast
But that's
is going
not
so
fair.
great.
That's like any way he would have answered it then would have been a catch-22 for him. If he had said, don't, you stay, you have to do the podcast, how could you do this? Then you'd be like, what? I need a job. What kind of
No,
friend
because
are you?
where I was coming from, I'm telling you where I was coming from, Jackie. I was baiting him to see how much he actually
Man,
cared.
you're like a woman.
Yeah, well, I was feeling very sensitive
Oh
this
my
week.
God.
Yeah,
I was
he's been like a woman this
I've been
week.
feeling very sensitive this week, and I'm just layering all the. So, okay, so now we have that. So now I'm feeling like, oh, Justin doesn't even give a shit. I could move out of the country for 3 months, and the podcast would go on.
It was a short conversation. It had to get cut short because I was thinking, oh, maybe we can figure out some way to Skype you in, or I don't know.
Okay.
But I never got
so
to
now
that.
this is also feeding into the whole Robert Kirkman thing. Oh, the guy doesn't say anything interesting. Justin now realizes that because Justin's hero, Robert Kirkman, is saying it too. This is what's going on in my head.
You need to go talk to a
So
psychiatrist.
I'm going, but you can't say I'm completely crazy. You know what I mean?
I know
I'm
what you
connecting
mean about
dots
feeling
here.
insecure, but I mean, as soon as you read that email, I was like, oh no. I mean, I had thought about what I said about Comic-Con, and it's a specific type of person that I'm talking about, but obviously this Kirkman guy is like, he goes to all the Comic-Cons and stuff, right?
Yeah,
He's a huge comic
those
book
are his
guy,
fans
so it could be
and-
offensive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
can I just tell you, he was totally fucking around.
I know he's fucking around. Okay, can we continue? We're connecting the
Yeah,
dots
yeah,
here.
yes.
Jackie, you're listening. So here is the
I'm always listening. Don't
de
boss.
gras. The
All
coup de
right.
gras.
Boss
So
boots.
after all of this, I'm sorry, Jackie. After all these bricks are being stacked, here is the final straw. I get an email from Justin telling me on Sunday morning that he had done a secret recording on Saturday
Secret
night.
recording, an impromptu recording.
An
There was no secrets involved. It was a fucking impromptu, last minute thing.
So he
It was
sends
3 in the
me-
morning.
Of what?
of the Grandma's Virginity podcast.
No, stop.
Wait.
Derek Waters was here and Abed was here, and we were
Oh,
drinking and
okay.
hanging out.
Yeah.
And I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning rolls around, and we're drunk, and we're like thinking, hey, or no, we're talking about something, and then like the idea came like, hey, let's go in there and record it. I spent all this money on this recording equipment. Why not? We'll sit around and we'll just record our bullshit ramblings.
Traitor.
So I came in here.
Thank you.
And I positioned it as, I introed it as a special.
A
Grandma's
special
Virginity.
episode.
No, not a special episode. A special.
A very special.
Period. Just a special. A Grandma's Virginity special.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I'd cut it to like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. And I honestly didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I tongue in cheek in the beginning said that, Jackie and Ryan don't know about it, and Ryan most certainly will be upset about it. But it was sort of I didn't
Yeah.
really think
Once
you were
again,
gonna be
every
upset.
joke has a kernel of truth. You said that because you knew there was truth to it. He says it in the very opening. You can hear it and goes,
Yeah, but I didn't
And Ryan
think-
will most certainly be upset.
Well, yeah, but I didn't think like.
Is it going to be part of the podcast?
I think we're trying to figure out a way to weave it into the
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
All right, welcome to the very first Grandma's Virginity special podcast episode that Ryan and Jackie don't know about, and Ryan most certainly will be upset about. Sitting with me, we have Derek Waters,
How's it going?
and we have Abed Gaith,
Hello, hello.
and we've got all kinds of
So okay, so Justin does this secret thing. So I get the email and I
secret
I
thing. It was an
download it.
impromptu thing.
Okay,
what
whatever.
do you want me to do? Call you at check with you at 1 a.m. when we
Now
get the
you know
idea?
you have to.
Wait, hold on, guys, really
You're
quick.
becoming a jealous girlfriend,
Hey,
kind of.
I know.
Ryan,
are
are
you
you awake? It's 1:30 in the morning. Listen, is it okay if I use the $1,300 worth of recording equipment that I bought? Is it okay? Can I use that? Is that okay?
You can use it, Justin. Just don't call it the Grandma's Virginity special.
Oh, so then I should pay another another $24.99 a month and start another on top of the $24.99 a month I'm paying now. I should start another.
Yes, you should. It's called a side project. It's called a side project. You think fucking Guns N' Roses, Rolling Stones, they don't. Mick doesn't recruit.
See, this is absurd.
Other band members and go, oh, this is really Rolling Stones. This is the Rolling Stones. Why would Keith be pissed?
Well,
because you're fucking touring under the Rolling Stones name, motherfucker.
Well,
and you're playing with fucking Buckethead.
Well,
That's
here's
why
the
I'm
thing.
pissed.
Here's the thing.
That was like a bad Beatles impression.
I don't know. I
We're
realize
the
I have to-
Beatles.
We're the Beatles. I'm a Beatle.
You're playing under the. I can't fucking.
So listen, here's the thing though. Queens of the Stone Age, they've got a rotating roster of people. Ministry,
so
rotating roster
so the
of
show
people.
is a rotating roster.
Well,
of people.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
You're
deep.
gonna lose your job.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
The
You're
show
gonna be kicked off the
proper
podcast.
is the three of us. The show proper.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a special, you're saying that we can never do a special. That's crazy. Why
But
not?
But what's
And it's in addition to our weekly show.
we
It's not even replacing
We talked
one.
about ideas for specials.
Yeah, but you want to do these fucking Uber produced 4 months in the making.
Forbid I put some work into it.
I'm just saying, look,
I like that it's casual. To me, it's like I just come in and it's fun and we chat and stuff.
yeah,
like
you don't
that.
have to. You don't have to spend 20 fucking hours.
I already told
next
you
week
I
editing.
would. I'll sit with you. Teach me.
do you know
I'll
what I'm
do
realizing
it. That'll
right
be
now?
a really good episode.
Let me get back on track.
Is it
So-
recording?
Yes.
Oh.
So, Justin records this Grandma's Virginity special. I start playing the thing. The second I hear him say, Ryan's, well, certainly, I hear the music, whatever, the intro music, I'm going, oh my God. I hear him say, Ryan's going to
Should have picked a different intro
be pissed.
song.
Mm-hmm.
The second I hear him say, Ryan's going to most certainly be pissed, I go,
Shouldn't have said that.
damn right, shut it off, right? Okay? Because it's
And
true.
then he sends me
I
a
felt like a
text.
jealous girlfriend. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, Derek's a successful guy. Derek's a funny guy. Abed, he's in there. And I'm thinking, I'm going like how a girlfriend goes, going,
you're
were you doing characters with him? You motherfucker. You know what I mean?
God.
Were you doing bits? Were you going off on flights of fancy?
Right now, like Ryan's in an aggro position.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of pushed up on his chair and like.
Yeah. Because I felt that way.
You need to be able to.
Were you sucking his cock? Did you like it? That's like how I felt.
You need to be
instead of
able
that,
to
it was characters.
You need to be able to calm yourself down and think. Who is that? Your fucking
No,
phone?
I turned my fucking phone off. You prick.
It's not my phone.
So anyway, all of these feelings I'm having and experiencing, and then Justin goes, "Well, just listen to it. Just listen to it," because he wants to put it up, but he wants.
No, bullshit. Every email I said to you is, I don't know. I said I don't know what we're gonna do with this. I have no intentions of posting it up. I don't even know if Derek. Like, I'd have to run it past Derek too because we were all drunk, and it's like I don't want to put anything online on the show that he does put on anything online that he doesn't want online.
Right.
I mean, not that there's anything bad in it, but I'm just saying, like, he sounds drunk.
Okay, bottom
so-
line. Are you going to put this
Bottom
on
line
the
is
podcast?
no, Jackie. The bottom line is my insecurity, and I'll tell you what. I finally listened to it, and I fucking sat there 45 minutes, listen to it. It's over. Click, sit back, and just go. I have nothing to worry about.
Oh shit! You got someone's
hello?
here.
Wait, hold on. Can
who's here?
Abed, Justin, can you hold on? Hello? Wait, hold on. Jug.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm here to deliver a message.
Okay.
Singing telegram
Oh, I love these. Go
for
ahead.
Abagath.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Abid, he's a stupid piece of shit. Abid, a dumbass shit. He's a dumbass piece of shit. Abid's a stupid piece of dumb, dirty, nasty shit.
I feel like I've heard this.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Here's balloons and here's a card. Okay. Goodbye.
Well, wow. The card's actually really nice. The card says that despite that horrible song.
My job is secure. That was a mess.
But this isn't a job.
No, but you know what I mean. My position as the co-host in the show, my place here in my mind of having any value, of being interesting or not interesting, is Robert Kirkman's. Do you understand how I'm connecting the dots here?
Boy, Robert Kirkman, you better write something in real soon.
Robert Kirkman's judgment that I'm not interesting, Justin's dispassion about the show, Justin's lack
Boy,
of
you
protest
were-
about me moving, and then the secret recording with Derek Waters and Abbott. Then I finally listened to it, and it's just terrible. You're damn right. I'm the glue. This is just a bunch of pieces of cardboard
You know
piled on
what,
top
though?
of each other.
He's coming at this as if I was like, hey, motherfucker, check out how fucking awesome this is. And you
Yeah.
weren't even a part of it, which is all
It's
fabricated
all
in
in
his
your head.
mind.
You need to
which is
take Ryan
insane.
out to like a romantic dinner or something like that. I mean, you need to.
This is the romantic dinner, the podcast. This
I
is
know,
all I
but
need.
Justin, you need
And
to
I
do
and
something.
I'm
No, he needs
and it's funny because like I'm
well,
going.
a job would be nice.
I'm going to Topanga Canyon to be with my girlfriend and go to this thing, and
I'm
like,
going back to home
and
and
I'm
sock.
and I'm
sock
in the garage.
under my bed.
and I'm like getting texts from him that like he's pissed, and I'm like stressed out about him being upset, and I'm like, it did feel
Did
like
I ruin your beautiful day?
it did feel like a girlfriend,
Yeah.
you know, like the Ryan is my other girlfriend,
Well,
the one
Justin-
who acts like an actual girlfriend. the real
believe me.
girlfriend's totally cool.
Yeah, You're in the honeymoon period, sister. Trust me. You think you're not going to deal with bullshit in a relationship?
Well, fine,
huh, Jackie?
but-
How long before you turn into a nightmare for your boyfriend? Sorry, I almost said his name.
Oh, you mean till I turn into a nightmare?
You dated your boyfriend for a long time. In the first few weeks, like Justin's in the first month of his relationship.
Oh, you're
she's
in the-
perfect.
oh,
She's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
she
yeah,
can do
yeah.
no wrong. Right? You were probably that way too. And then
Well, of
shit gets
course.
real.
Of
So
course.
Justin, the real relationship starts when the shit gets real. When your girlfriend starts acting like me. Believe me, there's going to be a secret fucking podcast point of your relationship.
Fine.
You're living in a dream world.
Man,
Woo! That felt good. Go on,
fuck,
Justin.
man, I think I'm totally heat stroking right now.
Justin, you tell the people out there to believe in themselves, and one day they can have a room full of
No, I mean, here's
Transformer
the
toys
thing.
like you.
Here's the thing. You will know deep down. Okay, there's actually a few people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few types of people. There's the people who are like William Hung, who are just fucking crazy,
Mm-hmm.
totally lunatic. They think that there's no talent there, but they think they have it, and they know
Yeah.
it deep in their heart, and they're out of their
people
mind.
who
That's
are-
every person that auditions for American Idol, not just William Hung.
Fine, even the talented
but
ones.
sometimes they're right,
Well, yeah.
as proven by
Because
Fantasia.
then there are people who are talented and have that same feeling, and
Right.
they, whatever, and those are the people that will succeed. But then there's people who are talented who are pessimistic and don't feel that they have the ability-
self-destructive.
self-destructive,
shoot themselves in their foot.
and they.
I feel like I sort of maybe fall into that category sometimes.
well, but you work at it. You keep trying. You keep writing. The real people who are the ones who are like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Can
Can I tell you
doesn't
something?
matter.
My honestly fear is that I'm the first category, that I'm just delusional. Like everyone's kind of, all my friends and everybody are looking at me like, oh god, this guy, like he's.
Nah, come on. That's.
But that's my fear, right? Doesn't everyone fear that?
No,
like, oh, they're
yeah,
just,
of course.
that
I think fear keeps me fueled, actually.
yeah.
It's like I never, ever feel comfortable or safe
The movie with
anywhere.
Jeff Bridges
Marky
and Rosie
Mark.
Perez.
Mark and Mark.
No,
and the
that's
Funky-
Yeah.
that's not
Fear.
that's-
Yeah,
no,
Fear.
Is that
Fear.
Marky
Fear.
Mark?
Fueled.
Oh, I was
Mark.
thinking of Fearless.
What's fueled by fear?
So Justin,
that
go
a
on. So
movie?
what's the third category?
Third category is the wait, what do
You go. There's the people who are delusional, like William Hung.
Uh-huh.
There's
There's
people
the
who are
people who really are.
who are. Let's use the American Idol
Self-
analogy.
well, okay, fine.
There's
There's
people who
three.
are too negative.
No, I hit all three
The people who are
categories.
too negative. They don't even bother to go to American Idol. They don't even bother to show up. They're like,
Okay,
oh,
that's
what's
one
the point?
category.
Okay.
But there are those people who are the talented ones. That's one category.
And then there's people who are but they're talented, but they're too negative to show
Yeah,
up. And we know
'cause
people
what?
and people like this in our social circle. I
Sure,
can name
sure.
you thousands of friends from my comedy days in Chicago.
Fine.
Super talented. Okay,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
okay. And then there's the ones that are talented, and they have that feeling like, hey, I'm pretty good, and they do try, and they gear everything in their life towards their dream.
And you think you're in that category?
Yeah, because I fucking moved out. I mean, this makes me sound really conceited and like egotistical that I'm so talented, and oh my god. No, I mean I struggle with that every day. I mean, I think I'm bad. I'm on a constant roller coaster of like self-loathing and then like self-confidence. But I definitely do think that I've at least proven to myself on some level that I do have talent. And then I did sacrifice everything for my quote unquote career.
What did you sacrifice?
I sacrificed any possible chance at a real career by moving to LA and leaving everything behind
You
and
sacrificed
dropping out of
it-
college.
What did you sacrifice? This is your career.
No, I know, but I'm saying but this is a fucking head in the clouds fucking.
What do you think you could have possibly done? What's the other path?
Could have been a
Justin-
teacher, or it could have been a.
You think Justin Rowan, the teacher, would have?
That's what my parents wanted me to do.
Yeah, let's hear a day in the classroom of
All
Justin
right.
Roiland.
All right, settle down, everybody. Open up your textbooks to page 57. We're gonna learn about, I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. You know what? Just fucking everyone gets an A. I don't even care. I don't even know. What? Go ahead. What did you want to know? Kid in the front with your hand up. What did you want?
I don't understand the difference between a quadratic equation
Yeah.
and.
Well, Justin would not be teaching
Welcome
math.
to the club, kid.
Hey, you shut up, Susie.
I don't know anything about those things either.
And then you would have tried to have sex with all of your hot students.
Yeah.
Would Mr. Royland, Mr.
Yes,
Royland,
yeah.
would you do one of your crazy character voices?
All right, kids, gather round. Gather round. We're gonna learn about, I don't know,
It becomes like
science.
like one of those Lean on Me movies. Like he thought he couldn't get through to those kids. They were unteachable until he realized
Yeah, Jaime Escalante.
He just died.
he could teach. He could teach these
He
kids.
died.
He could teach these kids through the power of funny voices. Come
Yeah.
on, let's do the preview, Justin.
55 times 70 is something. I'm not sure what.
I'm really starting to get this, Mr. Royland.
Don't stop selling drugs. I'm Mr. Floopity Doops. Stop selling drugs and do your homework. Whoa, help me, help.
I'm so dizzy.
I'm gonna have sex with my boyfriend because he says if I don't have sex with him, he's gonna dump me.
No, don't do that. Oh, I'm Mr. Pappy Dappy.
I love you, Mr. Pappy Dappy.
All right, now don't squeeze me so tight. You can thank me when you're older and successful.
Oh, this crack pipe is so good.
Oh, hey,
Here, take a hit off this, Juanita.
I'm Mr. Doopity Doops. Don't smoke crack. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, Mr. Doobity Doops, I don't want to be a bad
Yeah,
person
do
anymore.
your homework. Oh, Mr. Doopity Doops. Oh. Oh.
The man, the voices that inspired a generation of underprivileged Puerto Rican kids in the
Mr.
barrio.
Royland, you should have been a voice guy. You could do 3 voices.
in another life.
Thank
in
you.
another life. That was such a Justin. You put no effort into that little comedy routine I was trying to get
so
you to do.
I'm so
it was like the
exhausted
the
right now.
laziest
Can
attempt.
we
at-
have water soon?
Right now on the show, his name is Derek Waters. He's most famous for Drunk History and the things he's done for Funny or Die.
Hi, how's it going over there?
Hey,
It sounded, that's a very. I don't know. I don't like your introduction to him.
Really?
I don't think
Go
you
ahead,
gave him
you-
the respect he deserved.
I'm just so
Thank
I'm
you.
so tired. Go, Ryan.
Well, Justin,
you do it.
Justin, can I say something?
Yeah.
You mentioned on our break that you felt handcuffed by me, not wanting you to hit the fart button every 5 seconds. Just go ahead, let it out, baby. Let it out.
Can I say something about the fart button and the sound effects? I love the sound effects,
But he doesn't understand that brevity is the soul of wit when it comes to sound effects.
but I think I'm not sure what that means. But I know that I like when I hear sound effects and no one reacts to it.
Oh, did you
Was
guys discuss this? Because that's exactly what
No,
Justin said. For me not to reference
No,
it.
it's just what I've always.
Now the conspiracy gets
no,
even.
no. I don't.
You're already co-producing the show.
No, I'm just saying how great it is when you hear a fart noise and the person keeps talking. I don't know.
Well, but but Justin hasn't. We did an hour, 70 minutes recording, and I'm trying to get Justin to do his kind of kooky
72.
characters and stuff like that. And he's just like, Ugh. But then I start talking.
Listen, there's gonna be days where I'm fucking tired and I want to slit my throat, and that's one of these days today.
I'm just
I
saying.
just actually farted,
Put the mic lower.
but I can't hear it.
Okay, so we have. Okay.
My ears are starstruck right now. Like, it's so cool to be with you three.
Oh, by the
Well,
way, Jackie, meet
Never-
Derek.
I
We've
know,
never
never
met.
met
Yeah.
before.
I know.
And Jackie, of course, is a big fan of Drunk History.
I only just first.
You don't
watched it
have the
today.
internet. I know so much about you in the
But it was
probably
so
5
good.
hours that I've heard you.
It was so good.
So
Oh, thanks,
I loved
Jackie.
it. Yeah.
Derek Waters is
Good.
with us. We're a big fan of him. We met him through the Channel 101 world. But Derek, you've done tons of stuff.
I see
Right?
you on
I
my
have your-
IMDb page.
Well, I wanted
That's
to be
kind
prepared.
of
Yeah, yeah.
awkward.
Lots of different things. I see Spin City. I see
Spin
the 80s
City.
Show.
Spin
I
City.
got to meet Charlie Sheen after McFly left.
You're a real. I mean, but this is you've got a lot of experience in Hollywood. You've been around the block, and you've been in good stuff. You were in a Christopher Guest movie.
Yeah, I'm just my
You've
mom.
done it
My
all.
mom taught me how to network.
Uh-huh.
You know,
and you do. Did she really? Are you serious?
I was raised on milk and networking.
Wait, what did your mom? How did your mom teach? Because that's what I want to get into. Justin and I want to get into that. How did your mom?
I don't
want
want to network with anybody.
No,
Not
no.
Justin. You know what I mean.
I'm too sleepy.
Okay. Derek, we've already established that we talked about this earlier, that you did a secret special recording with Justin.
Very secret.
Then we talked about maybe how to actually use it in the show, because I don't think we can actually throw it up as a special. There's no way. It's a mess.
Oh, you would kill me.
And you guys are all very funny in it, but you know, it actually, if anything, reinforced that my role in here is to kind of. Justin's a force of nature, and he needs to be controlled.
Now I feel like
and
I
reined
need to
in.
hear it because no matter what Ryan is going to say, it's terrible.
Okay, so it's not terrible. There's funny stuff in it, but so anyway,
A lot of people are going to want to hear it after
keep
this.
I know
feeling-
now that
I
we've
keep trying to-
billboarded it a million times.
Yeah, I keep billboarded, advertised it.
People
So-
want to hear it now.
So I'm trying to figure out how to weave it into this show. And one idea I had was do like a lost parallel universe version of this show, where it's like, well, this
A
is
side
or It's
flash.
a Wonderful Life. Yeah, what would happen if instead of Ryan and Jackie, it was Justin, Derek, and Abed, and then we cut to like a sequence with you guys. What were the other versions we discussed, Justin?
Just you bookending every segment.
With my commentary.
Just saying, oh boy, this is a real fucking sloppy mess. This coming up segment is hardly listenable. Enjoy, and then coming out of that, it'd be you going, "See, I told you."
Yeah.
Now this next segment is even worse than the last one. It's really bad.
It's like the American music movie classics
Yeah.
host, like going, coming up next.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a classic 1930s
Yeah.
noir film starring
Yeah.
a young Peter Graves, and but I'm just saying how much it's terrible and how
yeah.
Okay.
That would be my
version.
that I think would
That's
be the best way to
interesting.
package
Derek,
it.
what do you think?
Well,
Now and also depending on your approval of its existence, because I totally relate to, like I kind of even feel gross about listening to it because I was pretty drunk.
I feel like it was if I or any of us were the son or daughter of a famous athlete, and we loved what our family member did, and he took us there one day. If my dad was Cal Ripken, and he took me down to Camden Yards, and he said, "Look at this beautiful ball field that I play on. Why am I not going to play on it? I want to I want to try it."
No,
That doesn't mean other people have to watch. That means like, I want to run on the bases.
My analogy was, it was like playing it was like almost like playing in Guns N' Roses now, where it's like, yeah, I got booked to do Guns N' Roses to record Chinese Democracy, but is it really Guns N' Roses? Sure, Axl's there, he's drunk, but is it
So
really
you-
Guns N' Roses?
But where's
So
Slash?
without Slash? I'm pointing
And
to
where's the
Jackie,
one guy who
and without
is in
Duff,
Celebrity Rehab?
and I'm pointing to myself.
Well, that was my hesitation when I called you, and I said it to Justin too, and I would have told Jackie if I met her
cared?
before tonight or cared. Was I didn't want as much as I'm so excited right now to be here.
Are you really? Hasn't the experience of already doing the run-through secret sort of tainted it? That was another thing I felt like. I cheapened
but
it. You
I
cheapened
have
the experience.
talked to you, and I have talked to everyone I know that I don't listen to any things except for a Pearl Jam and everything else on my shuffle, and now Grandma's Virginity. I recommend it to everyone,
Who
and
you
I
recommend
said
it
to
to?
you, I'm not gonna name drop
all right.
my mom. I'm not going to name drop, but what I
Cal
am going to
Ripken.
say is what I told you. And I said I would love to do it, but the chemistry between you three is perfect.
It's sparkling tonight.
Yeah, we're really on fire.
I don't think I've said anything for like 15 minutes.
Are you feeling
20
better?
minutes.
Get a
by
little
the way?
closer to the mic, Jackie.
Oh, I
Did
messed
you
up my
already
thing
talk
again.
about how you had food poisoning?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've got an
We
idea how
talked
to
about
both.
the juicy cadurdles.
Yeah. What is
Curdles.
that? You got a sound effect for that,
That's
Justin?
what it's called. That was that long one.
Beautiful. Okay, I've got a way to both do our duties of introducing Derek and also include Jackie. Jackie, you watched an episode of Drunk History Night. Will you explain to our audience what it is if they don't know what it is? Because we have a lot of
boy.
teenagers, or I don't even know who. It's
Well,
very well known, but
I
you never
think
know.
I only watched one, but you get your friends drunk, and then you have them talk about early American history, their version of it. Wait, yeah, okay, so sorry.
Jackie, you've got.
I knew that was
You've
coming.
got 30 seconds, and you're gonna get a
I
fart sound
can't
unless you
work
can
under pressure.
commu-
You just explain the rest. Anyways, it was really funny.
So what is
so
he? So when
good.
the drunk people are talking, and then what does he do?
Well, while the drunk people are talking, he has the actors who are very famous reenact
Names such
verbatim.
as-
They're using the person's dialogue.
Yes.
It's really the drunk person's dialogue that you hear throughout the scene, and the
Yeah,
characters.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they do the whole time.
Okay. Thank you. So, and it's very successful.
It's really fucking funny.
and it
so
just won
good.
the Sundance Dramatic Jury Prize short.
Best short. And you know, I created it, but Jeremy Connor directs it, and we beat stories of kids dying in Cambodia. And
Well, those didn't have Will Ferrell in them.
no. I mean,
Were those people so offended when you went up
I
to
was
claim your prize?
I was offended.
Did you get to see their reaction at all?
No, they got runner up. Or like good intention.
Was it
Good
really
intention.
passive aggressive at the after party? Good job. Congratulations, Derek.
I lost my child.
Will
That
Ferrell's
is
very
not
funny.
how a white woman talks. She
No, it's
was
how a
a very
Cambodian
nice
talks,
white
right?
woman.
Really?
A Cambodian can't make a movie. Come on.
Come on,
The
Ryan.
richest Cambodian.
Hey, did she come up to congratulate you?
No.
Of course not.
Did you
But the
see
other
him across
ones
the
did.
room and make
The other
eye
ones did.
contact?
Yeah. She she winked at me as a Cambodian tear came down her eye. I don't know how to react to it because I think it's cool, and I remember afterwards I cornered like the jury members, and I was like, as cool as I think Drunk History is, I don't think it's this cool, and you guys really went out on a limb like saying that this is your, you know, one of the most prestigious like film festivals. You're saying that this is good. Like,
You felt like they were tainting their own credibility?
I just said good luck with like, because I
The
know
blowback.
like the hate mail is gonna come in like, sorry I didn't get someone famous in,
Yeah.
and like have, you know, people work like 10 years and ours take, you know, a day to
People
make.
get hacked up by machetes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get,
Yeah,
Danny
so
McBride for 10 minutes, and, you know, their
Yeah.
lives are meaningless. Their deaths are meaningless for that.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck those people. I
Fuck
say,
them.
screw them. They
Um,
don't know how to make something
Hey,
funny.
Yeah, may the
Yeah.
best entertainment win.
No, 2 years ago I called you.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but we talked for like an hour, and we're not that close. We don't talk regularly,
No,
but we had
we
this
don't even
really-
make eye contact.
Well, don't draw attention to it. It's like the sound
Sorry.
effects. So it was 2 years ago, and I don't know why you called me, but it ended up being this whole conversation about how you were feeling. What's so funny? Is something funny? Do you have something to add? Okay. God.
Hello?
Hello?
Wait.
Somebody here?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Pizza delivery? Pizza delivery for you?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I got some pizza.
You order pizza?
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much. How
All
much do
right.
I owe you?
$800.79
Okay. Do you take credit?
for 100 pizzas for
Yeah.
Ryan Ridley.
Yeah. Do you take
Oh,
credit?
is this a prank?
No, I bought you 100
Is this a
pizzas.
prank?
Because
But
I didn't mean to
So
call
you're
you
gonna
2
pay
years
for
ago.
it? You're gonna
I
pay
feel
for it?
bad that I prank called you 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Well,
I put 100 pizza. I'm very sleepy.
okay. Well, why don't you drop the pizzas off,
All right.
sir, and be on your way? Thank you.
No,
And
I,
thank you,
uh,
Derek.
Do you take credit?
Cash, golden coins
Okay.
only.
Cash or golden coins?
Cash or golden coins or
Okay, does
silver
anyone have any
silver bullion or
Silver
silver bricks.
silver bullion or
Okay,
silver brick?
okay.
The list goes on.
Okay.
Is that it? Are you sure?
Also take stamps, collectible old stamps or Confederate currency.
What about what else we got here? Legos?
Take, no.
Garbage
No.
pail?
No,
guys?
no.
Garbage pail?
An
No,
uncut
no.
sheet of Garbage Pail Kids from 1982?
No.
Okay. Does anyone have silver bullion or
Stamps,
Cash?
collectible stamp.
stamps? Does anyone have
I
anything
do.
on
I
it?
actually have some old stamps.
No replica, only original.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
do you know? Are you an expert?
Yeah, that's replica. That's not original.
I'm
Derek,
sorry. It
what-
looked real.
Well, don't try to
Only
pass off.
original
It looked
stamp.
real.
Only originals.
Sir,
Sorry.
can you sit down and we'll deal with this later?
Oh,
Do you want to eat the pizza with us?
yeah.
No.
Do you know
Are
you're
you
on a
hungry?
podcast right now?
No, I'm full.
You don't have any clothes on.
Do you
All
know-
right, I gotta go. See
Oh
ya.
boy, we got away without even paying. Okay, so Derek, you called me a couple years ago and we had a conversation. Now, what you were saying in the conversation we had was that you were at a point in your life where you were very low, you were broke, You've
were
been in Hollywood for a
broke
long
and-
time. You had your ups, you had your downs, much like me, all of us, and you were at the point where you were like ready to pack it up and
Ready
move
to
back,
cash in your chips.
move back to
What
home,
a prank
right?
call. You know, I mean, a lot of people do prank calls where they call as different voices, but I mean, what a cool prank call I did. You know, I made them think I was broke. I made them think I was.
Yeah, that was an elaborate prank call.
I-
There's
Did you
no pay-
record it?
Gotcha. Made you think about it 2 years later.
Changed my life. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
no, I was very depressed. I was very broke. I was broke, and I was ready to go.
And you thought, what did you think? What were you thinking? Like, this is it. Like, it's,
Yeah.
Like you
I
may
mean,
give up your
that was
career
about-
or kill yourself.
No,
No, you were gonna move
never
back to
kill
Maryland,
myself.
right?
I was going to move back
and you're
to
gonna
Baltimore.
work at a summer camp for
special ed kids.
special ed kids, which is very noble. I think a lot of people, when they decide, when they're at the crossroads, I talked to another comedian friend of mine who's now experiencing a lot of success. But 2 years ago, he's like, I'm going to become a park ranger. Everybody in show business, because there's this inherent sense of like, we're really not doing something noble. So you go, fuck the industry. It's a bunch of selfish bullshit. I'm going to go do something, you know what I mean, noble. Like,
Yeah, I think you.
I'm going to go hunt bears and sell the pelts.
Everyone
To
except
homeless
for
people.
Justin.
That's your
my-
backup. What's
yeah.
your
My
backup,
backup
Jackie? Well,
plan.
yours is probably help working at the VA hospital. You said you're going to do that, right? Work
Yeah.
with Walter Reed. Okay, so
I
everybody.
used to work with retards though too.
Really? Where?
Jesus Christ. Was
Out
that
here
ironic
in
at all?
San-
I don't
in
think it was
Santa
ironic.
Clarita.
That's awesome.
Get on mic, you dipshit.
Oh, sorry.
So-
Well, it
so-
doesn't
I
matter
do.
where,
I
but
do
I
the
did.
summer Special Olympics, and I've done the winter.
I did that 2 years ago.
Where? In Long Beach?
I
I
had to
worked
drive
with
all the way-
mongoloids.
So
I
Derek,
guess I shouldn't have said
you were
it
ready
like
to give
that.
it
You
all
know
up.
Mongoloid?
You were ready to
The
give it all up.
family?
Yeah.
You're ready to give it all up and
They're
go
a
back to
great
Maryland
family.
and work with retards. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just really love How's Your News. No,
Whoa.
Thank you.
I think, I agree with you that you start to become feeling like you're being very selfish and it's all about your image and all about that.
Ego.
And then you're just like, fuck it, I'm done. I don't need this. I'm depressed. All my friends are depressed. Like, nothing's happening.
What's it all for? You were at the precipice. You were about to move back to Maryland, and then your life changed.
Yeah.
What happened, Derek?
I just strived as hard as I could, and then I sold 2 shows, and then I
And
was
Drunk
like,
History became a hit,
yeah, HBO wanted to do it, and then I was like,
And you
okay,
said-
well now there's a reason to be here.
and you said, "F the handicapped people."
But I'm still always doubting, and I think you always I think it's good for you to doubt anything, because then if you walk away from it and everything's fine, then it wasn't meant to be what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But
So that's right. Justin talked about this. There's 3 kinds of people, right, Justin? There's the
Yeah.
people who are delusional. See, this is the question, Derek. Justin broke it down to 3 categories. There's the people, in like American Idol analogy, there's the people who are delusional and think that they're awesome, okay, but everyone knows they're not,
right.
which is what we all fear that we are. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that a part of everyone's brain? Like, that's what you wouldn't have
Yeah.
thought about moving back to Maryland if you thought.
I think I suck.
Yeah,
I always
okay.
think I suck.
Then there's the people who are what, Justin? Who
They're the
are
people who-
talented but are too negative to ever do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'll never make it.
yeah. Now,
Yeah.
How many talented people do you know?
So
Like,
why
the
do I even
funniest
bother?
fucking people they're so negative. They're never gonna.
But they
Those
have
people
their-
That's the
exist.
first
But
category.
somebody,
though.
you know what it is though, Justin. Like, what's hard out here, and I don't know because I've lived out here for 10 years. What it's like in other cities of people striving for their dreams of like. Out here, it seems like this is the place everyone's like, "Oh man, just keep going, man." No, don't tell someone that sucks.
Yeah.
To keep going. And I feel
Yeah.
like, you know, I mean, this is an obscure reference, but like the movie Major League, like I remember when I watched that and they opened their lockers and to see if they got cut from the baseball team, there was a red tag. And I used to say this, like there are a few people that I've met that I'm like, there's so much more to life than this. If it's not working for you, go do something else because there's so much more to life. But so many people are here like, it's just a matter of time, man. Just a matter of time. I have like this joke with my mom that she, like last time she was out to visit me, I live right by the Chinese theater. And we were walking up there and she's like, you know, Derek, it's just a matter of time. And I just said to her, I was like, cut to you at 90 and me at 60 years old, like, you know, and she's still saying it. But it's just like, it's that thing of like, you know, you just got to keep going. And I do think I'm very optimistic and and positive in that way. But there are some things that if they're not working out for you, you have to have the common sense that maybe I shouldn't be doing this. If I'm not getting these signs, then I shouldn't continue. But people I hear like, oh man, you are so good. You make so many smart choices, or whatever the world is that you're
But
in.
how do you know? Because I got to be honest, I was at the place where I was like, there's no signs. I'm going to Israel. There's nothing. It's,
Well, that was your sign. You wanted to go to Israel.
But now coming back, okay, I'm not gonna beat myself. There's been signs, but how do you know? Because I gave myself a year when I got back from Israel. Or no, I got a. I'm not gonna get into details, but I got teased with a very awesome opportunity. It was sort of like the same exact thing. So I think about the conversation we had a lot. I got teased with a very great job opportunity. It was kind of like, oh, this is my version of Derek's thing, and then it got ripped away, and it was like, well,
What
maybe
was the
that's the sign.
opportunity?
I can't talk about it. You know what the opportunity is, right? I was going to be the next Gary the Farter.
You were gonna be the next Mr. Mathos.
Yeah.
Whatever his
Mr.
name is.
Methane.
Yeah.
No, but it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, this is the sign, and then it got ripped away. I'm like, oh, maybe the sign is to give up.
Signs everywhere.
Okay,
The
so
signs.
Justin's
But
getting bored
I'll-
of the segment now? Is that?
No, I'm saying, come on,
No,
keep it moving.
And that's a
So-
great
so I
song.
gave
But
myself a
everyone's
year.
had those signs
Yeah.
that everyone's come close to things and then they don't work out. But I always think that it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
But something's better. And if something doesn't come along better in the time that I needed to, then I got to figure out something else.
But what you're saying is that you wish almost that in Hollywood, in show business, there was the equivalent of the red card. That people would just get,
I think you have to individually find your red card.
How do you find your
Gay
red card?
music cue.
Oh, this is a sensitive moment.
I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, me too.
And that's why you and I have always gotten along.
Well, I
I'm
think
sensitive
so.
to the heat.
You ain't kidding. Hey, is this L.A. or hell?
So, Justin, are you getting bored of the segment? I mean, I'm going to be sitting here editing it. I'd like to have an actual segment that I can fucking edit properly
Well,
and get it out with.
You
Jesus
better-
Christ.
you better
Ask
keep-
Hollywood, not Holly Hot. And cut. Okay.
You better keep all that in. Go.
Okay. So, Derek, the point is, the theme of our show is that you need to believe in yourself. And one day, you'll be at Sundance and you'll rob a Cambodian
Well,
of
no.
all the success.
I'm
and-
actually anti of how drunk history is because I don't like nepotism. I don't like using famous people and stuff like that. Like, you shouldn't be able to get to a certain level because of, you had that famous person in your thing.
You think
and
it's like a cheat?
I don't think it's a cheat. I
handicap.
think it's an easy way for people to go, oh, well, sorry, I didn't get Jack Black to be in my short film.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a vicious circle because the reason
But
you got
I've
Jack
been here
Black.
for 10 years, and so, like, you have to work. It's not like, oh, yeah, that just happened one day. I was like, hey, they're like, how did you get?
Yeah, you built up. You've made relationships. You've proven yourself.
Yeah, I found them
you
all
built
on
a reputation.
Craigslist.
Well, everybody who hasn't seen the ad from Jack Black say, "I'll be anything. I'll be in anything. Any short you want me to be in." I don't know why people don't ask me
He's
more
an
often.
easy get.
Yeah.
Oh, he is simple as pie.
Derek, you have me and Justin were talking about you've got seemingly an endless supply of who's who famous friends in Hollywood. How do you make all these friends? I'm going to tell a story real quick. Can I just tell a real quick story? Contextualize
Yes,
this?
please.
One day I'm driving. It was my birthday. I'm driving down the street in Los Feliz, and all of a sudden I see this. We're at a stoplight. I'm not like on a Hollywood Boulevard. I'm in like the middle of a residential area, and all of a sudden I see this tall guy walking across the street, and I'm like, holy shit! And I'm kind of doing one of those jokes like, oh hey look, it's Stephen Merchant, and all of a sudden halfway through I'm going,
Stephen
hey,
Merchant.
do
Sorry.
you know who that is, Jackie?
No.
Okay.
All right, we'll get to it later.
So across the street walks this tall guy. Oh, hey, look at Stephen Merchant, like doing that joke. You see a guy who looks like Kato Kalin or whatever. You know, you make the joke, and all of a sudden halfway through, go, hey, that looks like that is Stephen Merchant walking right across in front of me on the
It's
street.
actually him.
It's actually Stephen Merchant. Now, Jackie, Stephen Merchant is the co-creator and co-star. Well, he's co-creator of the original British Office. Do you know who that?
Oh,
do you know what
duh.
that is?
Yes, of course I know
Okay,
who
and
that
then he was the
is.
co-star and co-creator of of Extras, the follow-up Ricky
Right,
Gervais
right,
HBO
right.
show.
All right, let's not go. We know,
Sorry.
now we all know.
Sorry, sorry.
Now we all know, and our
Of course
audience
I know who
knows,
that
of
is.
teenagers. Okay, so then I'm sitting there watching, and all of a sudden, and I'm looking, oh my God, it's Stephen Merchant. It's like so weird to see Stephen Merchant of all people because he's from England. He's this big icon in comedy. It's like, what the
the
fuck's he
best.
doing in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
So then I look, and all of a sudden, I look down, I see you. I'm like, holy shit, there's Derek Waters. So I know. I roll down my window, Derek. And then Derek and Stephen Merchant turn around, and then I see the third guy is Michael Cera. What the fuck is going on? It's Derek. Do you know who Michael Cera
Yeah,
is?
of
Okay,
course.
finally. So we see
Sorry.
Stephen Merchant, Michael Cera, two extremely big, huge names. in
Extras
comedy.
development.
Yeah, and then Derek walking, and it's just like, what is this trifecta? What is happening
Juno
there?
extras. Did that one work?
Yeah.
Juno
Yeah.
extras.
Yeah,
Did
you
that
guys
one
were
work?
all in Juno together.
Yeah.
So what's going on there? What are you doing with these people?
What? They wanted.
What's
they
this guy-
wanted someone to cross
What
the
is
street with.
What is this afternoon like?
They wanted someone that wouldn't be recognized.
Where are you guys coming from? Where are you going to? What is this day like?
You know, we got. You know, I look. That day was like.
Magical? Was it hilarious? Was it what? You know what I mean? What
Maybe
wow.
they're just his friends.
Yeah, Ryan. Don't. I mean, you have famous friends.
I have
you know?
no famous friends. I have Abed. I have Justin.
Oh, you've got a couple of famous
come
friends.
on.
Oh,
You
come
know,
on,
Who
mister.
are you going to see me walking across the street with? That's going to get somebody in their car going, "That's so and so." Nobody.
The Where's the Beef lady and the
the beef?
She
Yeah.
died, and you know
Where's
that, and it's
the
very
beef?
painful for me.
And
that you
the
mention
guy
that.
who played Corky from Life Goes On.
Well, hello. So what's going on there? What is that about? What are you guys
What?
doing?
What?
What is this
Come on,
group? What is this group you're hanging out with?
I don't know how to.
What did you guys
respond
do?
to
What did
that.
you guys do that day?
We
What did you
went
do?
to eat at Little Dumb's.
Uh huh. Did they get? Were there people gawking?
We didn't talk. We only texted.
Were there people gawking there?
Gawking?
You know, like me. How I was gawking. Were there people gawking?
No.
Any autograph
Hounds?
hopeful hounds? Yeah.
No. What's so funny is I met Steven doing a movie called Hall Pass.
A
In-
Farrelly Brothers.
a
movie.
Farrelly Brothers
We called
movie.
them Farrelly Brothers earlier. but
Farrelly.
Farrelly. Which is awesome that you're in a Farrelly Brothers movie.
Yeah, it was so cool, and he was in it, and I've been a huge fan of him forever because I think the original Office ends the best way any television show has ever
Absolutely,
ended.
yeah.
The
It's a brilliant
Christmas
show.
special.
That's why I was so impressed.
is
It's
the
not like
best.
if you were just walking across with Michael Cera and like I don't know, Pauly Shore. It
Yeah,
was like
Mr. T.
let's call anybody.
Yeah.
Pauly Shore, Mr. T, Don Knotts.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid he comes
All
down
right.
here.
My point is, Stephen Merchant is so iconic that it's like
Sure.
that's what blew my mind. So you're hanging out with him.
No, seriously. I was being serious. It was magical, as in like. Sometimes you feel like you might have cancer, like that Mr. Show sketch, and no
Yeah.
one's telling you that you're about to die. And that was one of those moments because, you know, Michael's still a guy that I just totally admire and never thought I would be friends with. And
Yeah.
then Stephen Merchant, you know.
Well, I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
So you met him on the set of this movie. What I want to know is how do you take it from, oh, hey, nice to meet you, I'm also on the set of the movie too. Now you're going to dinner with a guy.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah,
does that fucking
that-
happen?
Yeah.
Is that just your personality? Because I'm the type that would keep my head down and sort of, I don't want to bother this person. And, like, I'm a huge fan, but I don't want to burden them with all of my fucking bullshit. And, and of course, then there's no friendship ever established.
Where do you
'cause-
get the balls, Derek?
Well, no,
I
just what
don't
do you
have
do?
any balls. The only thing I've ever done is I tell myself I'm not gonna say what I want to say right now. Like I'm not gonna be like
So you act cool. You play it cool.
Yeah, the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was like, we should go bowling sometime.
Really?
Do you play?
Yeah,
do
we
you-
went bowling. Like he had been there. We weren't in any scenes together, and like the whole group of people that were down there just all hung out, and me and him just.
And you
got
just went up
along.
to him and said, hey, let's go bowling.
Let's.
And there's no reason I'm asking you specifically. It could have easily been that guy over there. Point to like a crew guy. Like I'm just picking you
Yeah.
out of a hat. And he's going,
It
I
could-
believe it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, is it that you kind of play it cool? It's like with women, like you kind of go like, I'm not, you know what I mean?
I am not cool with women, but I mean, I see what you mean. I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm very lucky.
Derek,
Mm-hmm.
your message is that you just keep on going
Mm-hmm.
because if you move back to Maryland to help kids with special needs, you'll never be able to hang out with Stephen Merchant.
I'll tell you the quote. This is a name drop
Mm-hmm.
that helped me not leave. Was Danny McBride? I asked him. I had the same conversation with him. I said, "I'm done. I'm leaving," and he did it, and that's why I wanted to talk to him. He left.
Yeah, he went back to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. And Virginia, where he's from,
Mhm.
and he said, if you do it, it sounds really cool. You know, you'll be back there with all your friends you grew up with, stay with your mom and dad, but you're gonna realize you don't have anything in common with these people.
Yeah, talk
And
about
everyone,
Schadenfreude.
and everyone out here, you have things in common with, and we're all crazy fucks.
right, it's time in the show for another big heaping helpful of Hollywood hot scoops from
last chance. This is the
our
last.
resident expert in Hollywood gossip, Mr. Seymour Scoops.
Thank you, Justin. Seymour Scoops here. 1, 2, 3, more scoops than anyone in the world.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right away. This is the last chance that
What do you mean this is the last
Well,
chance? What are you talking about?
Mr. Scoops.
Mr. Scoops, Seymour Scoops, if that is his real name, which it clearly
I
it
see
isn't,
more scoops than anyone.
is a liar, a slanderer. He's gonna bring nothing but lawsuits onto our heads.
Hey,
and
take it easy on Mr. Scoops.
I'm giving him one last shot before I nix this segment.
Hey, take
for
it
him to
easy
give us
on
actual-
him. He's my friend, and I trust everything he says.
Let's take a massive chill pill.
Yeah, take it easy. All right, Mr. Scoops, what do you got this week?
All right, just listen to this and then your mind will be at ease. Let Mr. Scoop take you through the gossip English channel. All right, you've heard of Carly Simon. She finally reveals who the subject is of You're So Vain. Gary Coleman.
Wait.
All right. and the
Oh,
Simpsons creator-
Mr. Scoop, Gary.
Yes, sir.
So she wrote that song. What year?
I believe it.
1972.
Yeah.
1972.
Right at Gary Coleman's cutest.
Gary Coleman.
Right when he
very
was
cute.
at his cutest.
I don't even believe.
Holy hole in a donut.
Yeah.
So
Just
Carly
you know,
Simon had some relationship with Gary Coleman. at that
Carly
point.
Simon.
if he says it, then it's true.
If he,
You heard
if
it
he
here
says it, it's
first.
definitely not true.
No.
Mr.
That's
Scoop.
all I've learned.
Look, you're going to hurt his feelings.
I don't care.
Stop it.
I have a crackerjack staff.
He is not. He doesn't come here to shoot hot air up in our face.
That's
I don't blow stuff up Uranus like all those other gossip columnists. I give you the straight skinny.
Yeah.
So Gary Coleman is the subject. Finally revealed exclusively
Finally revealed.
on Grandma's Virginity podcast that Gary Coleman is the subject of You're So Vain. That's you're gonna give that the stamp of
Absolutely.
approval here,
Gary
Justin.
Coleman.
That sounds completely reasonable to
Good
you.
enough for me.
What
Good
a
enough for
great
you.
scoop, everybody.
It is. All right, Mr. Scoops,
No.
what else do you
Yeah,
have for
please.
us?
I'm sure you've heard of Simpsons creator Matt Groening. Well, he donated his legs to science yesterday at 5 p.m. at Cedar-Sinai Hospital.
Incredible.
Did
In
What
other
a
news,
what a
Did
hero.
did he get into some kind of accident? Why would he do that?
As
Why would
far as
he give
we
up? Why
know-
would he voluntarily give up his legs?
You know why? Because he's selfless. He's a selfless hero.
humanitarian Matt Groening.
Perfectly good legs. He just donated them.
Maybe
How
science.
is he gonna get to meetings from now on? The man's busy.
He's
Clearly,
rich. He created
He's
The
ri-
Simpsons. He doesn't need. He could have people carry him to
Okay,
meetings.
you know what? I'm gonna call the Cedar-Sinai Hospital right now.
Call him up right now.
No,
I'm
really?
Crackerjack
You're
staff.
fine with that, Mr. Scoops?
I'm totally fine.
You're fine. Who is his
I
doctor?
stand by my
Who
facts.
did the operation?
He's got a doctor.
Yeah, I know he did. Who did
Listen.
the operation? What was the doctor's name?
The doctor's name is on the tip of my tongue.
All right, you're not calling anyone. He's got more scoops.
I've got loads of stories.
Let's hear what else you got
I'm
this
the
week.
forest guy, not the trees.
Yeah.
So this is philosophical, you're saying? Okay.
No.
I want to hear more. You're right.
All right. Stephen Jobs, definitely HIV positive.
No, he's not.
Was spotted
No, he's not
California
definitely anything.
stopping
He's that.
Hey,
no.
let him get to
Who
the
the
scoop.
what the?
He's just blowing past that, Justin. He's dropping. He's just
I wanted to
throwing
poop
that
out
off
the
the cuff that Stephen Jobs has HIV.
Oh, what
he
are you-
doesn't have
what are
HIV.
you-
That was never confirmed. That was a horrible rumor.
What are you,
That was
Stephen
debunked.
Jobs' best friend that hangs out with him all
I
day
don't
long?
need to be anyone's best friend to want to stem the rumor
Can
that
I
he
ask-
has HIV.
Justin, I don't normally
I don't
ask
even
questions.
need to know them.
Can I ask you something? How can
Please,
you
Mr.
get more information than Mr. Scoop?
Impossible.
I can go ask a dog and
Your
get more
skepticism-
I'm
information.
Seymour Scoop.
Your skepticism is causing you to not to have a horrible life, and you need
Really?
to just let it go, because sometimes things are real. Believe in Mr.
He
Scoops.
he can't face the truth. Like that guy in the movie.
Okay,
All right.
can I just
John
Steve-
Travolta,
Steve-
you can't handle the truth.
That's from A Few Good Men. That's
Yes, indeed.
Tom
All right.
Cruise
so
Well
let's
done.
couldn't
let's,
handle the truth.
let's get. What's
Seymour
another
Scoop.
scoop we got here, Mr.
Seymour
Scoops?
Scoop
What
coming
else
at
do you have
you.
here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how about this one? Renowned psychotic show host Oprah Winfrey.
She's not psychotic.
Chain sucks 5 dicks. Yes, everybody saw it on webcams.
Wait, what did she do?
Chain sucked 5 dicks.
What does that mean? She changed sucked fight. She performed oral sex.
She sucked 5 dicks
5.
directly in a row.
And
like-
did you say what
This
did you
is
say?
right off the AP wire, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that is a scoop and a half.
That
How
is a
could you?
scoop.
How could you turn your nose up
Well,
at a news scoop like
He
that?
said he got it off the AP wire.
Yeah,
then it's not even. Then it's not our scoop. That
No,
came from the
I
AP.
got
I
the
could go
basic-
on the AP wire
Hang
and get
on
the
a sec.
scoop,
Hang on a sec.
and I'll do it right now.
I got on the AP wire. Oprah Winfrey hosts a show with Tom Cruise, and then I did the research on the chain sucking 5 dicks.
Yeah. Now
what was the research exactly? What was the process involved in that?
Me and my Crackerjack Ace staff
Yeah?
went down to Chicago and checked things out.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to give you his secrets. Then every other Tom, Dick, and Harry listening will go and start ripping huge, giant gossip nuggets like he does. all the time.
Scoop.
I just want to get this straight. You found out through the AP wire that Oprah Winfrey hosts a show,
So I thought I'd investigate.
but everybody knows she hosts a show.
I thought I needed to know more. It's not enough to host a show.
It's in his nature. He wants, he's got to get.
That's what I do. You want me to turn my eyes on you? I've got a Crackerjack staff to find something out on you in 5 seconds.
Yeah, you know what, Mr. Scoops? I think that might be a good idea.
Give me one name of your Crackerjack staff. One
You can't
name.
start giving out names. That's a journalistic. What's the code?
No staff.
Code of
There's no
Hippocratic
staff.
Oath.
Look, we're gonna dig up some dirt on you, Ridley, for the next.
Please,
Mr.
that's a challenge. Dig up.
Scoop
I
segment.
want
More scoop, dig it out.
$1,000 for any dirt that your Crackerjack staff can dig up on me.
All right.
That's yeah.
All
I
right.
already got one right now.
Let's hear it.
What's that white stuff on your shoulder? Dandruff, I hear. That's the word on the Hollywood streets.
I don't have dandruff. On my
I
shoulder.
see it. I
That's
see
not
it.
a scoop. That's
There
just
you
something.
go.
I see dandruff
Yeah.
on your
Well,
shoulders.
it's not a scoop.
Scoop.
He scooped your ass.
See more scoop. I scooped it out.
Pigs of people.
I'm sick of people telling me that they don't like it.
Come on.
I'm sick of I'm trying to help you people understand the truth, and all you do is say, I love the show, but that fucking pigs are people segment, I can't take it anymore. Well, guess what? You're gonna get what you want, and all the people that like it, they're just gonna have to suffer. They're gonna have to suffer.
That's right, Brian, who wrote to us, Pigs Are People is boring as hell. This segment brings the show to a grinding halt. I might just listen to something like a running microwave for better entertainment value. Just stop ruining the show with this retarded shit. When this crappy pig thing starts, I just turn the podcast off. You should replace this with fart sounds. No problem there, obviously. Or that chick saying dirty stuff. Whatever. Just stop this boring, dumbass Pigs Are People bullshit. I will dump this podcast like a dead hooker's body if you don't listen to me.
But the sad thing is, when he dies and goes to the in-between lives area, and he's like suffocating, and it's gonna
gonna
hit him.
remember
It's gonna
you.
hit him. He's gonna be like, "Fuck, man, I was so dumb."
But Brian's opinion doesn't matter because as much as Brian's opinion makes us insecure, the fact of the matter is the spiritual beings Justin communicated with were upset after last episode.
Yeah, they were, because I went off and was running my mouth.
And when you communed with them telepathically, what did they say, Justin? They reprimanded you a little bit, didn't they?
They said, "You better slow your roll, Jesus. This isn't some sort of fucking game.
Yeah, this is
the real McCoy, kid."
And they thought what? They felt like you were
They
getting
said,
a little...
"We picked you to go out there and send this message, and you can't be joking around like a jokester. Get your act together, Rumpelstiltskin."
They said all this.
All right. So yeah, they did, and so that's what happened. So, anyways, can we just get to the emails, please, for this segment? For God's sakes, I need to set these people straight, and I've only got one shot to do it.
Justin Chris Locke writes, I have 2 questions regarding Pigs Are People. First, if I were to go to the In-Between Lives, I feel like the Pigs Are People segment might... Well, I'm not going to reference it, but might need to be a little cleaner. in
Okay,
the
go
audio.
ahead.
First, if I were to go to In-Between Lives area and refuse to get a zygote and and endure the pain instead, what would happen?
You would be up there, and then you'd be like, "Fuck this! Where's the fucking nearest zygote?"
Wait a minute. He's asking what if he decided that he was not going to
Okay,
do it.
kid, I'll tell you what. Go jump in your mother's swimming pool and just start inhaling the water, and tell me how long you last in enjoying that feeling. My point being, you're going to want to get the fuck out of there the second you feel the tormenting, like just the extreme agony. Now, that's the dumbest question I've ever heard. That's like saying, what if I decide I just want to let someone stab me in the stomach all day?
It's like the equivalent of if God could God create a rock even he couldn't lift.
That's right.
Of course not.
Next
It's retarded.
email. Come on, kid.
Do you want me to ask the second part of his question, or is he
Yeah,
done?
go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Second, is there any sort of apocalypse or a porcalypse
Come on.
that happens after so long that ends the pig person cycle? That's a
Comedian.
reasonable question. He's trying to be funny, but that's which we don't like.
No,
but
dumb
that's
question. Next email.
There's no.
Because this has already been answered. If you go back and listen to the previous Pigs or People segments, then you'll answer your question. Next email. No more rage shredding. If you ask a question that's already been addressed, I'm moving on.
Okay,
Next email.
Kevin James, I'm assuming it's not the movie star. Kevin James writes,
Loved you in Mall Cop or whatever it was called.
Grown-ups.
Does Justin's religion observe any holidays? Are there any sacred days or on the Pigs People calendar?
Yes, there are sacred days.
What are
Actually, one's coming up. July 15th is a Pigs or People holiday. The way you celebrate is just go to your local grocery store, get a quarter pound to full pound of Virginia baked ham, preferably boar's head. If you can't find a grocery store that sells boar's head, the Safeway Select brand or whatever will suffice. You get the honey baked ham, come back, make a nice sandwich for yourself and your loved ones. Drink a cup of water, and that's pretty much what you do.
Cup of water?
On July 15th.
Any special kind of water? Carbonated, non-carbonated, any kind of bottle?
Just tap water.
We're going to probably eventually sell the special Pigs or People water for this holiday. I'm
Yeah,
assuming,
sure.
right?
I mean, it's just tap water. I mean, it's just
Well,
just
why would you
basically
say that?
Well, because that's what it needs to be. That's part of the religion.
But
It's about depriving yourself. It's about drinking what the pigs drink and then eating the flesh of
But
pigs.
there's a special blessing that is done over it, right, Justin?
Yeah, you just chant.
No,
we are pigs.
no, that we do before when they buy the bottled water, the special Pigs People bottled water. It's not just normal water.
Oh yeah, no, we bless it, of course.
One of my favorite listeners, Oyvind Thorsby, who by the way also got back to us. He's from Norway. Jackie.
Okay, and what does he want to know?
He wants to know: Does people on other planets look like people on
other
Earth?
countries.
Yes, of course they do. What do you think? They have 4 arms?
Maybe he thinks they're
Come
green.
on.
Or
What
something.
do they evolve differently because of the different environmental situations that they've had to struggle with? No, they're exactly like us.
And
Keep
obviously
going.
pigs also. He's asking, do pigs look the same on other planets?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, some of them, yeah, of course, they all look the same.
When people, this is from Andrew B. 18 from New Jersey. When people see ghosts, are they seeing spirits that are lost or trying to seek a zygote?
That's a really good question, Andrew. The fact of the matter is, ghosts are bullshit. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. And you, I swear to God, there's no such thing. I swear to everything. Next email. There's no such thing.
Question 2: Is there another correlation between other living beings, e.g., cats and dogs, or sharks or dolphins, etc.?
If there is, I don't know, and we shouldn't give a shit because how does that affect us? I mean, we're humans, and then we're pigs. We're not any of these other animals. If there's some sort of correlation between them, well, boring because none of them are sentient or intelligent in either life.
I really love Jonathan in Michigan writes, I really love the podcast and think it's very funny. I'd love to hear you discuss who you would cast a Pigs or People feature film. I imagine this epic film
Nicolas Cage
as
me. And if John Ritter was still alive,
Well, he's not.
He'd be Ryan Ridley.
Well,
All right, keep going.
Wow.
Next.
Well, who if not me then? I mean, who if not John Ritter? Stephen Merchant?
No. Who's the guy that was in Taxi with Queen Latifah?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy
Yeah,
Fallon.
he does.
right.
A girl told me that the other day.
Okay, that's
Jimmy
it.
You
Go.
don't.
What? Excuse me?
I said you don't.
Okay, well, we'll discuss that later. What species of pig? There are a few. Blah blah blah. Blah would be portrayed. Would you direct it yourself or have another famous director take over?
I'd have I'd have Spike Jonze do it. All right, next email.
DeMarie, you wrote the pronunciation of her name because she obviously heard how much I butchered other people's names last episode. DeMarie asks us, and I feel like we've addressed this already.
Go ahead.
As far as you say that you go back and forth in time with the zygote and spawn as anyone anywhere, right?
Yes.
Ever thought of even
what?
though you can't remember anything, is it still possible to change the way that person has lived?
Well, no, you're not reliving their life. I know it may seem that way to you, but you're actually, if you're born as Abraham Lincoln, then you're living that life for the first time. Despite the fact that you might be born as Abraham Lincoln's wife in your next life on the timeline,
You're going through all the
Listen,
same things they went through originally.
nobody lives Abraham Lincoln's life more than one time. That happens one time, and it's one and
unique.
done.
It can
and it's
only be
unique.
president once.
Yeah, and
That's
it's on
understandable.
somebody's life track. Who knows? Maybe they were also Jimmy Carter. Who knows?
Could
Anyways.
I buy a pig and maybe it's my grandpaps?
Absolutely.
Okay. Chris Carent, this is a long email. Do you want me to just give you the gist of it?
Yeah, hurry, please.
Okay, Chris Carent Dorsano asks us, I'm sorry, Chris CD, I think he's known as in the Channel 1 world. I'm sorry for having to shorten this, but did pre-human apes and creatures also share a struggle for the pig? That sounds like we addressed that last week.
Yeah, no, keep moving. Next email.
Sorry, he's got
buddy.
so many questions.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a good one. Dig a good one out of there.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to discourage emailers, but
Okay,
it's like,
finally, yeah. Keep it tight. How about this? Emailers, one question per email.
I'll tell you what, you email us whatever you want. Just highlight the question you like the best in bold. Okay, go
Rank
ahead.
them. Finally, where is this religion's fear? Does anyone threaten the balance? Is there a faction out there trying to sever the link by eliminating 200 years of... It sounded like the Da Vinci Code
Oh,
thing.
is there a Satan to the...
Or whatever, or even like people who are just trying to fuck with the religion.
Of course, every other religion. I mean, Jesus, come on. That's an easy one to answer. Okay, next question.
Come on.
Okay.
Go tell a Christian about this and see how they react, and then you'll know that the answer. Then you'll know the answer to the question is every other religion out there.
Okay, this is Gavin Russell. He writes.
We like to call them suppressors.
Okay. Oh, they're called the suppressors.
Yeah.
Are
Keep going.
Is it like in the Da Vinci Code with the guy with the bleach blonde,
Yes.
the albino guy? He's
Yeah.
like, okay. Okay, dear pigs or people, I have a few questions for your show. First off, in the 200-year window that has all the zygotes from that 200 years, why is there such a... Jesus Christ, why is there such a fight? It's my fault, because this is too much information. I'm getting stressed out. Is there such a fight? Wouldn't it just balance out? Second, could there... Someone...
Next email. Just jump ship. Next email. That guy's asking something that's
Clear
already
and
been addressed.
concise.
They
God.
should leave voicemails.
Next
Okay,
email.
Let them leave voicemails.
Yeah, my get to that
My
soon.
name is Tom. This is Thomas McDonald. I have a question regarding pigs or people. Is it possible to come back as the same person pig multiple times? We addressed that.
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, we already
Next
addressed
email.
that. Next email. Listen up,
Well,
people.
We sort of. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Next email.
Okay. Jen Guzman. She writes.
Jen Guzman. Love that name.
If here on Earth people dominate Earth, we eat pigs. Can there be like an alternate pig-dominated planet where pigs eat people? I like that one.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
What is this? Why not shit, Justin?
Well, I mean, yeah.
What do the spiritual beings tell you?
There can be another planet, but they're not. The pigs will never be like intelligent of human intelligence, but there most certainly can be a planet where
Why
like
not? Why can't
wild
like
boars kill or
like
kidnap
giant-
babies and eat them. Sure.
Like the dingoes. And
Yeah,
the, okay.
exactly. Like that.
Okay, Jordan Glenn writes, hi, my name is Jordan from Oakland, California. I really like your podcast. I was wondering, how does Justin know what he knows regarding it? Can we answer this?
I have these spiritual beings that have informed me and have told me. And to be fair, we hinted on it in the last episode, but we didn't just come right out and say it. Yes, I have spiritual guidance from the spirits. And look, if you want to know more about them, you're gonna have to ask the question.
Okay, ask a question. How did they choose you? When did they choose you?
They chose me many years ago, and they chose me because they knew I was the best vehicle in which to deliver their message. Next email, please, or are we done?
We're done.
That's all I
Jackie,
can say.
how you feeling? Are you any closer to believing, or you feel more like Brian, or you want
how do you
this
feel, Jackie?
segment to get cut because it sucks balls? What do
How
you
do you feel?
Believer or sucks balls?
The listeners are coming up with some pretty good questions.
We're not talking about the listeners' questions. We're talking about your belief. Now that you've heard Justin's arguments and facts and figures.
And what do you think, Jackie
What do you think? Are you any closer to believing?
Jackie,
Whisker or no? Maybe. Okay.
You want to elaborate upon that?
Yeah. Any?
No.
Okay. All right.
So
that was Picture People.
We'll continue doing it next week because Jackie has not yet committed to the
All
faith.
right. We'll do it again.
Thank you very much. Listener email.
All right, make it
Jackie,
quick.
put your phone down.
No, she can
I
do that.
can't,
It's fine.
I have to.
She has
You
to.
have
She
to.
she has a significant other that's probably wondering where the fuck she is on a
No.
Tuesday night.
No,
Or
it's less
Monday
important
night.
than that.
Okay, go ahead. Go
She's
ahead.
playing a game on her phone.
Okay,
This
fine.
doesn't have any games, dummy.
Email. First email, please. Just keep it moving. Keep the ball rolling.
Mama. Okay, everybody. This is from Angelica. Hi, my name
Angelica Houston.
Hi, I'm Angelica Rodriguez, a 14-year-old girl, and I like the podcast. I liked it so much I decided to find out what else you guys have done and went on IMDb and saw a picture of what Justin looked like.
Uh-oh.
I was shocked since that was not at all what I was expecting. I don't know, but I expected Justin to be, based on his voice, to be more attractive. I am not going to stop listening to GVP. Thank you for giving us that nice new concise way
Thank
of
you,
saying it. But I
for-
think
Sounds like HPV.
in the next episode, you should probably try and describe yourselves on the show.
Okay, well, I'm really handsome.
Well, clearly...
No, she saw photos of me with, like, wooden spoons on my eyes and just, like, those pictures I put on IMDb are totally a joke. Like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't try to find handsome photos of myself.
What are they? Oh, from the wedding. Right?
Yeah, they're from a wedding, yeah.
You don't have wooden eyes.
I don't have wooden eyes.
Anyone can find pictures of me or Justin if they Google our names, because we've done enough stuff on the internet. You can see full video.
Yeah, but they're all my pictures are bad.
And you can also see, and I'm confident saying this, that I am the most handsome, attractive member of the male part of the show. I mean, right?
Fine.
Well, you just said you were the Jimmy Fallon of the show.
Yeah.
So, Jackie, you don't think I look
You're
like
so
Jimmy Fallon?
modest.
You don't think I look? I'm just saying. I mean, look, I'm a more traditionally handsome guy than Justin. I think that's
That's fine.
right. You can't
I'll
really
take
argue
that. I'll go.
I don't
I'll
know.
take that. I'll
You don't
accept
know?
that.
I don't know.
Jackie, you're a woman. What do you
I
think?
would ram
You don't think
Justin.
I look like? You don't think I look like Jimmy Fallon?
No.
What do you think? You don't. Who do
Is
I
that
look
a compliment or an insult?
like? Yeah, exactly. Is
Are
that
you
a compliment?
thinking Jimmy Fallon's hot?
Yeah.
Ryan?
How are you
Jimmy
saying
Fallon's pretty cute.
it? Okay, so I'm not pretty cute.
So you're insulting him.
This is gonna
No,
go
this
down
is
a
for
bad road.
Angelica. This is for Angelica.
Well,
Well, can't she just find you on?
Yeah,
I thought you just said
Angelica-
she can
she
find
wants
you.
she wants,
Text her.
she wants a description. I'll describe myself in case
she wants
doesn't
to
wanna
slow
Google
the fucking whole show down.
it. No, this isn't interesting, isn't it?
So Angelica.
She wants a description. So I'm dark haired, dark skinned. I'm I'm
Dark
swarthy,
skin?
Mediterranean. I'm half Jewish. I got a little bit of that kind of swarthy,
Tall, dark, and
Mediterranean.
handsome.
Tall, dark, and handsome guy. I've been told that by many women and men.
And
Jackie
that's it?
apparently has a different
All
opinion.
blind.
Jackie, what do you describe me, please, to Angelica?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Go ahead, Jackie, real quick.
Nebby.
Nebby. First of all, that's not even a word. You mean to say nebbishy, like how Woody
Nebbishy.
Allen was described in the
Nebby
60s? Nebbishy Jew is what you want to describe me as.
Oy vey.
So I'm like a Woody Allen kind of Larry David-y kind of type thing is what you're saying, right?
But that's not a physical.
that's
Okay,
not a-
who cares? What does Jackie look like? Brown hair,
300 pounds.
thin, like
black.
5'7"? Okay.
Serviceably attractive.
All right, moving on. Next
This
email,
is a
please.
bad
Next
segment.
email.
Reasonably attractive.
Next email.
Can
next
I get
email.
my check, please?
No, I just think it's fascinating that she wants to know what we look like, and I also think it's fascinating that a 14-year-old
But you
girl...
just said that she can find you on the internet.
Okay,
so
well,
I gotta
I don't
say-
know what's the.
The magic of radio
Uh-huh.
is not know. I love
Yeah.
not knowing what anyone looks like.
Okay,
I like
so-
imagining that you're Mickey Mouse.
That I'm like a Jewish
Yeah.
caricature from some of the Protocols the Elders Designed propaganda.
Is that? what
I'm
I
going to
can-
eat the Gentile blood and my Passover matzah.
Oy vey.
Right?
I have no response.
Okay, so first of all, Angelica, but based on Justin's voice, you thought he was attractive? What about Justin's
come
voice
on.
would lead you to be...
my voice is just
Toppy.
horrible.
Toppy. Toppy.
and also to Angelica and our listeners, do you need us to be attractive to what is that?
Yeah, come on.
Engage you in the
well,
show
when you're
more?
14, I think it's important. I
Oh.
mean, I think the testament to what these kids when they're 14 listen to.
Yeah.
I said it all wrong.
Yeah.
Moving on. Next
We're
question.
not.
Rub yourself.
Look,
Listen
Angelica,
to nerds. Rub
Angelica,
myself. Listen to nerds.
Angelica, we're not teen heartthrobs, okay? You're not
Yeah.
going to want posters on your wall. Okay,
Yeah.
next email. This is from Tyler Watkins. Hi, my name is guys. My name is Tyler Watkins. I'm a 17-year-old who lives in Hawaii and I listen to your podcast. I had a question about the name Grandma's Virginity Podcast. How did the name come up?
It's me. I'll take the credit for that or take the blame for that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go.
Well, no, your grandma's a virgin.
And my grandmother's a virgin.
And
that
what
was
I
horrible. That was horrible.
Look at Dad. Look at Dad right now.
Dad. No,
Don't.
I came up with the name, and I don't know. Look, what do you want from me? I mean, I know it doesn't make any sense. It's just,
yeah.
I just thought, hey, let's not like we were gonna call the show Three People Talking, and it was like, oh, that's gonna really get a lot of people.
He.
Yeah, all
yeah,
these podcasts
exactly.
out there, they're called the Schmodcast Podcast.
Yeah.
You guys heard the mixed nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like-
so you know what? It
Three opinions.
It might be a stupid name.
Funny jackasses.
It might be a stupid name. Granted, a lot of people. There's people who've written to us that they try to get their friends to listen to it. And I'm not listening to some stupid podcast named Grandma's Virginity. But you know what? At least it sticks out.
just-
Derek, what do
yeah,
you think of the
it
name?
stands
Sticks out. It sticks out.
Yeah?
I want to know what it is.
Yeah,
It's
intriguing.
a ploy. It's a ploy to get people to listen
Yeah.
who might not otherwise listen.
It's a noodle
That's
twister.
why.
And Justin,
And thank you for that question.
Thank you for
Good
the
work.
question. Very good. We even thought about changing it, but you know what?
No, not going to
no.
happen. Next email, please. We got a lot of emails, but we can't let the emails overrun the show. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
Rosie Vega writes back. She wrote last
the
week.
rainbow colored.
Yeah,
Rosie.
you got a good memory, Jackie. And I apologize. I did pronounce her name Rosalie last episode, and
Oh,
I
boy,
apologize for that. She
happens.
She
Well,
wrote us
now that's
back.
on public record.
She
that-
wrote us back to correct us, and this time the font is in dripping blood letters punctuated with skull and crossbones. So I get the point, Rosie. I am sorry. She says, "Hi guys, again. Sorry to bother you." Yeah, she said it was hilarious that we mispronounced the name. So you know what I mean. She's clearly has low self-esteem. So thanks for reading my email. Can you help me with
How about a good
Teenage
sense
girl.
of humor?
I
A
know.
good sense
I'm
of
being-
humor.
Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
know. Yeah, you know what? Excuse me, everybody. I'm going to post a picture of me side by side with Jimmy Fallon. You know, why don't you tell me what celebrity I look like? Probably
That's
be
gonna
more,
be
probably more handsome than Jimmy Fallon.
Can that be the episode art for this week?
Who was that actor that was an Old Yeller? That's who you look like, and he was in Swiss Family Robinson, that Disney actor.
Oh.
The brown hair.
Yeah, okay. All
That's
right.
who you look
Yeah,
like.
you look like him.
Fred
Trout.
McMurray. It was Fred McMurray, right?
No.
Okay, keep going. Next email.
Well, she also said, her question is, how do you get over a heartbreak?
How do you get over a heartbreak? Let's see. Well, denial.
The Naval Academy kid already asked us that a
Anger.
few weeks ago.
Yeah, and we didn't address it.
Well, all I said was I tried to say the same. It's the same thing you go through when someone dies. It's denial, anger, blah 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 blah. Finally, acceptance, and then in my case, pure elation. Okay, next email.
Video games too, right?
Oh hell yeah, video games. Get the box set of Farscape. That'll help.
The Wire.
Everybody.
I promise, it really will. Just go get the box set of all 4 seasons of Farscape. By the time you hit midpoint of season 3, you won't even know. There'll be no pain left at all. You'll be totally happy.
And
cured.
realize you're beautiful.
Okay, so this is from Zach Cook. Hi, my name is Zach, and I'm 15 years old. I don't want to come across as mean about this, but Justin needs to shut up a little bit and actually let Jackie talk.
Is this another teenage fan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my dreams are coming true.
Zach, I don't know if you'll know now that you've listened to the podcast, but when we do shut up and let Jackie talk and give her own segment, she goes, I didn't bring anything today.
That's not true. I was just unprepared.
Look, we're a little
I
off
had
today.
diarrhea.
To be fair, all
she
3
had
of us.
food poisoning.
Yeah.
We're a little. We were
I'm
a little
weak.
off today.
Yeah.
I'm not off.
Well, no. I mean, me and Jackie are a little off today. You're on fire. Me and Jackie. All right, next email.
He continues,
Oh,
Justin,
sorry.
FYI, even though you don't think that teenagers are your main listeners, they are. First of all, how do you know Zach?
Yeah. What do you do? What, you're doing demographic research
Are
for
you
us?
polling? Who do you
Yeah.
think our main listeners are, Derek?
Zach Cook.
Yeah,
Come on,
Zach Cook.
get out of here.
Come on, Zach.
Go cook yourself another podcast.
Zach.
No, it makes perfect sense though to me.
I like Zach.
teenagers are our
Hey,
listeners.
Zach, I
Why?
like
Because
you.
we're
You're
so
good.
immature.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I would listen. Can I say
If
something?
It
I
makes me
walked in
proud.
and my kids were listening to you guys, it would be.
Hey, this is America's future.
Even after you sat here and listened to how the raw material is laid out without editing, pre-editing.
This is reality. This is what people
Yeah.
are talking about that are 30 and haven't grown up.
Yeah.
But I actually agree. If you're a teenager, please write us in and tell us. Or if you're like some other weird random demographic, if you're 90 years old, if you're like if you're a peasant, if you're in Cambodia and you're in this documentary, whatever weird demographic you're, let us know. I really want to know. But I like the teenagers listen because like we're molding young minds. We're
Yeah.
getting our audience while they're young. They're going to grow and be fans of
Today's
us forever.
teenagers are tomorr's
Young adults.
Ryan's girlfriend. All right, keep going. Next email.
Okay, that. This is from GB. This is the final email I'm going to read. Jackie was asking about your listener demographics. We just talked about this a moment ago. I've been listening to every podcast. It's one of the highlights of my week. I'm a 35-year-old man, heterosexual, not a furry. I listen to the show at work, which prevents me from masturbating to Jackie's voice. You can do it at home if you want. You can save it for later. I discovered your podcast via Dan Harmon's Twittering. I wish you would maybe do a little bit more so he gets more listeners, but whatever. That's my commentary. I'm a big fan of Justin's work from Channel 101, and I'm super happy to hear new material.
What about
from
your
you each
work?
week. Rock on. Well, clearly, like I said before, I'm
chopped liver.
chopped liver. Yeah. What did I do?
Ryan did
What
some
I
really
do?
good stuff.
Thank you.
Great
Like what?
stuff.
He did
Justin?
phone sexers. He did.
Telemarketing.
Yeah, telemarketing.
He did the Wastelander.
Israel.
All right. Anyway, so that's the email segment for this month.
Yeah, and listen, please keep writing us. Unfortunately, we can't get to all your emails. I am still dealing with the neurosis of whether I should respond to every email or not. Somebody said, you don't respond. Create a mystique. Don't be so accessible.
Yeah,
so I
that
go
was
through that
me.
in my head with every email. So listen, if you write us, sometimes you might get a response. Sometimes you might not. Don't take it personally. I read every email. I'm the only one of these three that bothers.
I read them all too.
Okay,
Look,
whatever.
I don't look. Who cares? Don't
just
even give them that. That's even giving them
Keep
too
writing.
much.
Try to come up with interesting ideas, topics.
Tell
Tell us who you are. In every email, tell us your name, age, a brief description of yourself physically, and where you're from.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an email from a guy from London, too. I'm sorry, I didn't get to that.
London.
Oh,
Should I get to that?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be. Just can we not do
We'll
the
edit
whole
it
long
around.
ending?
Yeah.
Let's just have a nice punchy out on the email segment. We'll let Smith take care of it.
This is from Ryan Sayer. He says, I listen. He asked about being ordained a minister, but we'll get to that. I listen to your show and travel for work, so that means you have had coverage at least across at least 3 countries so far. Also, would you be willing to talk about baked beans, vegetative states, butter, or pets ghost? This is from Ryan, London, UK.
We'll talk about all those things
and more
in the next episode.
So keep writing us with topics, with questions, with descriptions, with demographic data for us, so we know what to tell our sponsors.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let us know who you are, what you're about, and how we can help you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, that was episode number 7 of the Grandma's Virginity podcast. Full 181 minutes of audio.
7 rhymes with heaven. 7 rhymes with heaven.
I'm sure there'll be at least 60 minutes worth of material.
I think that we got some good stuff worked out in this episode.
You want to do it again?
We
Derek, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Derek, thank you for
sure
joining
it was all right?
us.
Derek, did you like it?
I loved it.
Are you going to be less of a fan of the show now? Admit it.
No, not at all.
Now that you've seen the raw material at work. Jackie, how do you feel? I think that you're a little angry at me. I know I'm a little angry at you.
Are you?
Why?
Passive
What'd I do?
aggressive corner.
The way the whole thing about my looks, it's very disturbing.
You said you look like
We're
Jimmy
peeling
Fallon.
back the curtain on Ryan's neuroses.
That's been the whole show, Justin.
I know. This has been the Ryan needs to go to a therapist
I need to.
now
This is my
episode.
therapy. Okay, we apologize for Justin's lack of energy. He was very hot and very stressed out and very depressed.
Well, I'm started to perk up towards the end there, but yeah,
Great.
it's too little, too late.
Timing.
Too little, too late.
I love all 3 of you.
Thank you, everybody who listens. We love you.
And do what Smith Harrison says.
Thank you to Rich Fulcher. You can look up his book, buy his book, Tiny Acts of Rebellion, at any online book retailer.
Really good.
It's
Buy
hilarious. Thank you for him. And Justin, thank you for the episode artwork this week.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
And I'm sorry to anyone whose name I've mispronounced. I think I pronounced somebody's whose name was Jerry. From now on, I'm going to slow down, take my time, and pronounce everyone's name and give credit where credit's due. Jackie, any final thoughts?
Goodbye.
Jackie, one last chance. Am I good looking or not? Thank you, everybody.
Have questions? Want to suggest a topic? Send emails to grandmasvirginity@gmail.com and follow us on Twitter @GrandsVirginity. And check out the Grandma's Virginity YouTube page for some bonus content. Write us a review on iTunes. It makes Justin and Ryan so excited. I'm your announcer, Smith Harrison. Why don't you follow me on Twitter too, @VoiceOverStudio. We'll see you next Friday. Or at least that's the plan from now on. Fingers crossed.